We need to stop doing community engagement. What? You heard me right. At best, traditional community engagement tools only scratch the surface. At worst, they can unintentionally harm communities. What if we turned community engagement on its head? It's time to shift from community engagement to centering community, and here's how. Start with the people most proximate to the harms. We need to recognize that community engagement practices have often caused harm to the people. These traditional methods, such as surveys and focus groups, can be extractive and tokenizing, and at times they have even undermined existing community assets, leaving communities worse off. Now, in order to heal these harms and the relationships, system leaders need to acknowledge and repair the harms with those most impacted. This could look like learning alongside the community about how you can co-design together. Pay attention to the process of how you work together and make sure you're valuing the skill sets and lived experience that community brings to the table. We're all reckoning with this need for systemic change, and change is more likely to stick when it matters to the people. So, what matters to the people? Their well-being. Let's start here. We're all individually and collectively healthier, more resilient, more productive, more connected when we feel that we can count on others and they on us, and that things are somewhat predictable, that we're safe, that we matter and can influence our environment in the future, and that our material needs can be met without shame or danger. Centering well-being means finding out what makes the partnership worth it for the people, creating a sense of belonging, and building on existing community strengths and resources. To do this, find out what's already working in the community. These are the things that are already tapping into people's drive for well-being, and then build on them. Share power. Look at what's bringing people to the table. In traditional community engagement, it's the end product. When we center community, it's the relationship. End products will then flow from that relationship. This means that community members are equal partners and mutually benefit from the end products. They have significant influence on the co-designing, the decision-making, and problem-solving processes. This could mean that the end product or goal may change based on what matters most to the people in the partnership. Centering community is about new ways of being and doing. It's a process and a path that you may already be on. Take the next step by learning about the rights community has when engaging with government, philanthropy, and nonprofits through the Community Bill of Rights. And when you're ready to take action, evaluate what your organization is doing well and what you may be leaving on the table with our Centering Community Organizational Assessment. Both of these resources were designed in partnership with community members. You don't have to do this alone. And so join a diverse group of leaders working in both systems and communities who are exploring centering community through the well-being blueprint. Better solutions for addressing our country's most pressing issues are out there, and communities hold the key to unlocking them. This is what's possible when we create mutually beneficial relationships of equal partnership and responsibility, and centering community gets us there.